All right, gang, good morning. We're gonna start with, hi Cindy, and everybody's inside this morning down in South Florida. Roll your shoulders back and around. So we're gonna all mute ourselves. I'm just gonna try to get my camera in action here. Woo, almost lost the other one too. And good morning, Maria. So we're just getting started, rolling those shoulders back and around. Get your weights out, get your mat out. But Cindy, it looks like you're still outside. Roll your shoulders back and forward. Good. Take a big breath in, bring the arms all the way overhead, fold down through center, bend your knees, hands to the floor, drop your hips, look forward. And then straighten your legs, fold in half, chin to chest, roll up through your spine, roll up. Good, Randy, good morning. Arms come all the way up. Exhale, fold through center, hands to the floor, bend your knees. Go as low as you want or can. Straighten your legs, hang your head, chin to chest, we roll all the way up. Bring the arms all the way up overhead, inhale. Exhale, come down through center, bend your knees. Hands to toes, drop your seat, and then straighten your legs. This time, come halfway up, hands to your shins or thighs. Good. Place your hands back up over your thighs. Walk your feet a little wider, bend your right knee. Good, and little pulses here. Keep your chest open. This is one of the movements that will be in this morning. So I want to get you nice and warm there. 4 more. 3, 2, other side. Left knee bends. Just little tiny pulses out of your hip. Keep your chest lifted. In 3, in 2, in 1. Come back to center. Round your back. Pull your belly in. Tuck your tailbone under. Lift your heart up. Is Loretta here? I can't see. Round your back. And arch your back. And round your back. Good. Arch your back. Bring your collarbones forward. Stick your butte back. Hands in prayer, hands together. Take your arms out in front of you. Pull your hips back a little bit deeper. Maybe you can sit a little bit lower, some of you. And then reach up to standing. Lean to your right side. Walk your feet a little closer. Back to the center, lean to the other side. Come back to the center. Let's do some torso twists. Just pivoting on the outside leg, pushing your arms away. You guys all know, modify where you need to modify, amp it up where you can amp it up, right? Don't just give into it. Find something you can do that you can maintain in 3, in 2, and in 1. Come back to center. Big breath in all the way up. And all the way in. Keep yourself moving into a walk. The first 3 exercises are very simple. 1 is a squat. We have 2 weights in our hands. Maybe it's just 1 weight. We're going to squat down, weight back in your heels. We're not doing anything with the arms except letting the weight take us down and then come back up. We've got 10 of those. Then we do a deadlift to a bicep curl. Could be a hammer curl, all right? And then we'll be on the floor for shoulder taps and planks. If you're not doing any of those, I'll give you options. If you're not doing shoulder taps, you can hold a plank, you could be on your ball, or you can be against something a little higher, if that's the case, okay? So I'm actually gonna just get my mat out in time, so we don't have to waste more time later, and set it behind me. Take a set of weights that you think you can handle for our squats. Weights are in between your legs so your feet are a little bit wider. Hands together. We squat in 3, 2, 1. You know, if you're not going all the way down in a squat, you can just do a little tiny pulse, or you can do a bridge. 3, or you can stay on your toes. 4, nice and slow, drive through your heels. 5, try to get your thighs parallel to the floor. 6, don't change the position of your torso. Let your legs and hips do the work. 7, 3 more. 8, 2, somebody's upside down. 9, yeah, 1 more, 10. And come all the way back up. Take your feet a little bit closer. Hands face your body. Knees are soft. Hips back, chest out. We start in 3, 2, 1. So it's a deadlift, slow and controlled. Come up to bicep curl. It can be a hammer. If you need to, you can lighten up and go with 1 weight at a time. This is 3. If you're not going all the way down into a deadlift, you can do your biceps. 4, curl. 5, the way down is slow. Good. 7. So if I can still see you in your camera, I should see your head looking forward, not down to the floor. 2 more. I might have given you a bonus one. 1 more. Deadlift to a curl. Good. Now we're going to come down to the mat. You can be on your knees in a plank. If you're not going down to the floor, but you want to be maybe your hands on a chair for your plank, right? Otherwise, you're on your knees or straight leg. Opposite arm to shoulder taps. And here, what we do is not wobble. So you have to have your legs as wide as you need to in order to prevent that. Shoulders over wrists, knees up or down, legs wide in 3, 2, just 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push your hips up and walk it back in, roll up, and we begin again. That simple, okay? 10 of everything. Second round will be a little faster. You know the exercises now. You're aware of what's coming up. Bring your hands together. Bring your feet slightly wider so you can accommodate those weights in between the legs. Get ready, everybody? In 3, in 2, let's squat. Go. 1, and rise up. 2, weight back in your heels. 3, 4, 5, because you have the weights, slow down on the way down. 6, the way up is not such a problem. 7, 8, even if you get a millimeter of squat. 9, little hip action. And 10. Good, feet together. Or not together, but closer. Hips width. Deadlift to hammer curl or deadlift to bicep curl in 3, 2, let's go. Take it down, curl 1. Take it down, curl 2. Again, you should be looking towards the front of your mat or the front of your space, most likely towards your camera. 4, 5, don't let your shoulders round, so keep your chest open. 6, 7, 8, 9, you got 1 more, gang. 10, good, put your weights down. We will return to them shortly. Choose the way you'd like to do this in a plank, in a or you can be on your forearms too, it's a little challenging. Toes apart, or legs apart. Shoulders right over your wrists in 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And shake it. Get ready. Third and final set. All right. Legs a little bit wider. Probably as wide as you have them for your plank shoulder taps. Arms in between. Ready to go in 3, 2, squat, go. 10, drive through those heels. 9, keep your chest open. 8, if you're doing only arm work, stay nice and tall. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 1 more, and stand up. Bring your feet a little closer. Deadlift to bicep curl. We go in 3, you know you can go heavy. 2, and 1. Down, curl 1, down. Again, keep looking towards the front of your space, so your shoulders pull back. 3, 4, 5. Don't let that back round. 6, 7. Also, don't let it arch too much. 8. So keep your ribs lifted. 2 more. 9. One more time. Good. Put those weights down. Come back one more time to your plank shoulder taps. Any variation with your arms, legs, whatever you got to do. All right, come down. Shoulders over wrists. 3, 2, go for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Awesome. All right, moving on. We'll just see who's here. Okay, Randy's here. Debbie. Got almost everybody. Okay, second set. We're going to step to one side or another, lunge, like we did in our warm-up. 2 weights down, alternating side to side. This one's an alternating, I believe. Yeah. Now, lighter weights most likely. Your hands are going to come in a circle over your head. Thumbs together, pinkies together. Thumbs together, pinkies together. If you cannot do that, do a shoulder press. The next one is on the floor, and I'll show you how we'll do that. Okay, and you might want to take a weight to the floor for that. So the first is a side lunge, 10 reps, all together 10 reps. All right, so step to one side. I've got to probably kind of angle myself a little bit. I'll stay front for as long as I can. Step to the left side or the right side, weights towards the floor, chest up, hips back. In 3, we'll start. 2, good, 1. So 1, come up, other side, 2, come up. 3, so my arms are just being weighted down. 4, my hips are back. 5, 6, 7, you're almost there. 8, 9, come back for one more. 10, good. I'm going to put these down. I'm going to go to a lighter weight. Arm circles. All right, so it could be a little stressful on the shoulders for some of us, so go lighter. If it's too light, next time you'll know to change it. If it's too heavy, same thing, right? So start with your pinkies together, slight bend in the elbows. In 3, 2, go. All the way up 1, and all the way down. 2, don't swing your body into it, and down. 3, so bring it out to the side, and down. If you're gonna lean in any direction, make it forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, 2 more. 9. I'm doing this slowly on purpose. 1 more. Right, to protect your shoulders. All right, you can take one of your heavy weights onto the floor or onto a ball. We're going to be doing a crunch, a pullover crunch. So what we're going to do, we're going to crunch, legs are out in front of you. When we go, we're going to pull over, excuse me. When we come up, we're going to lift one leg at a time, come back down. That's an alternating for 10. I have like a, one of those rug burns on my back from all these sit-ups. So I'm going to keep my mat rolled up. So my legs are straight, my arms are up. I've got a weight, maybe not, you don't need one. We're going to start with the right leg, the arms come over in 3, 2, 1. So take the arms over. Now if you can't sit up all the way, of course, you're just going to maybe lift that leg too. 3, if you prefer doing this with both legs together, that's fine as well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and done. That's it. Nice and easy. If that was challenging for you, try it with both legs next time. Yes? You want me to do it before we do it or not? Okay, I'll do it before we do it. I'll do it one more time for you. Absolutely. Of course. All right. So let's go back to our side-to-side lunges. And just because I can, I'm going to start on the other side first. So we start with our side-to-side lunges. Arms are hanging down with weights in between our legs. Everybody up. We've got 3, 2, let's go. Step out 1, come back in, 2. If you're, if you don't have a lot of space, turn yourself to the side, probably help you out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, get your hips back, 9, last one please, 10, and up, okay. Those lighter weights, at least for me, I will have lighter weights. All right. Start with your pinkies together, take it overhead with thumbs together. In 3, 2, go. All the way up, 1. So again, if you're gonna lean, make sure you're not back here, but rather a little bit forward. 3, and down. 4, and down. 5, good. 5 more. 5, and down. 4, 3, again, I'm doing this slowly on purpose. 2, to protect your shoulders. 1 more. Good, all right. Quick demonstration of what we're doing. A little bit to the side. So, your legs are out straight in front of you. You have a weight in your hand. The weight comes overhead. As you come up with your sit-up, you have one option to just lift your leg and head and shoulders up. The next option is to come up and lift up. So arms go back, everything is out straight. When we come in together. Does that help, Michelle? Yes? Good? All right. So grab your weight. Anybody else need help? Let me know now. Okay, guys. Take your weight, legs out straight. Up, I'm a poet. All right. Arms up. When your arms are up, see how my back is arching here? I'm still trying to pull my ribs down so my back is a little bit more imprinted. Might be harder with straight legs. All right, if that was too easy for you, I want both legs. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Arms come back, sit up 1. Good, arms come back, sit up 2. So remember, you're reaching your arms back, and then you're reaching your arms to your foot. 4, level up. 5, 6, remember, you can be right on your back just doing the crunch. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now the tricky part is when those arms go over your head is not to arch that back. So you got to really focus on knitting your ribs down to your hips when you're in that extended position. It takes a little bit of time and a little bit of thought. Last set here, side-to-side lunges with whatever weight you're choosing. All right, I'm just trying to find my perfect space. Get ready to go in 3, 2, one side or the other, go. I've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, all right. Lighter weights for your shoulder circles. Pinkies start together. Get ready. In 3, 2, let's do it. 1, 2. Little bit of a hip hinge forward instead of back. 3, 4, 5. Don't let those ribs push out there either. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 10. Awesome. All right. Last line for this one on the floor. Legs out straight. I should have told you this. Of course your legs can be bent. And of course you can do 2 legs bent as well. On your back, legs out, arms up. Knit those ribs down. In 3, 2 arms go over. 1, reach up. 2, 3. So not everybody can sit up all the way. So you might be doing just a crunch. 4, 5. Maybe you're just doing a pullover. 6. I encourage you to try something, right? 8. Even if it's totally different than what I'm doing. 9. 1 more. 10. Good, come on back up. All right, moving on. Doing just great, guys. Grab some water. Next exercise, we do it, I don't want to say frequently, but it's not a new exercise to you. So, plie, arms up, squat, and tricep. So at the same time, we're moving our arms and legs. Then we've got, so you might have to modify your weight on the second round. We've got a bent over row and a rear delt that equals 1. So the row, while we have bigger muscles in our back, our shoulders may not be as strong. So find a weight that you can do both exercises with a little bit of challenge perhaps, okay? And then on the floor, we'll show you when we get to the floor. All right, so 1 weight is all you need, but feel free to take 2, all right? You decide which way you want to hold the weight. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Turn your toes slightly out, not even slightly out. Turn your toes out, turn your hips out. Bring the weight up over your head. So the fingers are to the ceiling. Don't turn your hands towards your front, right? Take them to the ceiling. Knees out, toes out, tailbone tucks. Arms up in 3, 2, go. 10. Try to press your elbow or keep your elbows, biceps by your ears. 3. Good. 4. Keep those elbows right by your ears. 5. Ribs tucked under again. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Good. Bring it down. Grab another set of weights or a set of weights. Something you think you could do. You know, again, the back is going to be able to take heavier weight, but the rear delt may not, all right? So 10 sets or 10 reps, 1 of each is 1 rep, all right? Bend over, 3, 2, go. Row and rear delt. 1, row, 2. Randy, probably shouldn't do the rear delt if it's bothering you. Maybe go back to your biceps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Good, here we go. All right, we're going down to the floor. So, the back is on the floor. Hands can be slightly under your hips. I'm going to have my knees mostly bent. Legs are up in the air. Some of you will have a straight leg. My back doesn't work that way. Watch the ribs to the hips. Again, don't arch your back.
You're going to take your legs to one side, back up, and over to the other side. So a pendulum. You can have your knees more bent. If you're on a ball and you're not on the floor at all, roll your torso side to side, okay? So if you're in the air on the floor and this doesn't feel good to you, bend your knees. You can even do it from the floor. You don't need your arms there, and you can just go side to side, okay? So you choose what works for you. A little support, ribs to hips. There's just 10 of these. We go to the right side first in 3, 2, and 1. So it's a pendulum to the right, come back up, and over to the left. Come back up. 3. Now I was able to move my arms out. 4. You listen to your body. 5. Some of you might want to even hold on to your mat for a little bit of assistance. I'll let it happen. 7. Great oblique work here, but stressful if your legs are straight. So bend them if you need to. 9. And one more is 10 and up. Almost a guarantee, if you don't do those on a regular basis, you'll feel those. All right? I hate to use guarantees, but I'm pretty sure if you do those correctly, you're going to feel them. All right, second round, wide-legged plie with a tricep extension overhead. So take your weight, one heavy weight, guys. Don't skimp out. Take 2 heavy weights, 2 light weights, but don't skimp out on it, okay? Arms up to the ceiling, palms to the ceiling. Remember, don't break at your wrist, so you're not turning your hands this way. You're going straight up to the ceiling. Elbows by the ears, in 3, 2, we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. When you come up, squeeze your hips together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, all right. 10 rear delts and bent over rows. Both back of the body muscles. All right, do the best you can do. If you're not doing, you can do bent over rows without the rear delts. You can do rear delts without the bent over rows. You can do one arm at a time. Bend over, knees bent, chest up. 3, 2, go. 1. So don't change your back position for the rear delts. 3. Let your chin come down to your collarbone if you're feeling tension in your neck though. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, and rest. Back down onto the floor. Pendulums. So yes, I know, up and down, but I think after this, we have one more set, and then we stay on the floor, which is not always a good thing, right? All right. Legs up in the air, bent or straight, hands by your side, or maybe slightly underneath. Some of you can just hold on to the mat to give you a little bit of grounding. All right? Right leg, right side, 3, 2, go. 1, come up, and over. 2, up. 3. So make sure, you can come all the way down to the other side, but you might roll over and not be on your back still. So listen to your body. Let it tell you where to go. I promise you, if you don't roll over, you will feel these. That's the work, is in the not rolling over. Just 2 more. 1 more. And hug your knees in. All right. Just give me a little twist. Come back up. We've got our final set. From here, we're going to be on the floor. So when we go down to the floor, bring a couple of sets of weights. Probably can just use your heavy weights. Alrighty, so we've got that plie tricep overhead. I'm just going to put the other one on the floor now. Why not? Alright. Take your feet apart. Take your weight in your hand. Palms up to the ceiling.
elbows forward, ribs in, tailbone tucks. When you come up from the squat, squeeze your legs together, nice and strong. In 3, in 2, let's go. 1, 2. So bring the weight right down the middle of your back. 3, 4, and press right up to the ceiling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Good job, guys. All right. Bent over row, rear delt, combination. Here, we're ready to go. We go in 3, 2, go. 1, fly. 2, fly. 3, fly. 4, show it. 5, you're sexy and you know it. 6, 7, 2 more. 9, and 10. Good. Stand up. Come down to the floor. Before you come down to the floor, if you want to, you can have a band around your legs for the leg work that we're going to do next set. You don't have to. And then some weights. And maybe if you have 2-pound weights, that might be something you want to use later. Maybe. You don't have to at all. All right. We're doing our last set of pendulums. On your back, legs up, knees bent, straight, hold on, whatever you got to do. Draw those ribs in 3, 2, and 1. Go to the right, come back, left, come back up. So I'm almost arcing like I did the arms. 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I know I'm going to get an email from some of you tomorrow or a text. 10, and hug your knees into your chest. Yeah, so I know that text is coming to tell me about your obliques, your waistline. All right. So, moving on to floor work. So, adjust your cameras if you haven't already, so I can see you all and all of you. Okay? All right. First set of work is a chest press, but our palms are facing in. So, rather than our palms out, our palms are facing in, so we come down and up with a rotated shoulder. Option, of course, to be in that bridge, or legs up, down on the floor. So that there may be a chance with your shoulder in a different position that you go lighter than you're used to going on your chest press. But again, find out. Right? Let's find out. All right, so our palms are facing in. We're not rotating them, but we can. Actually, maybe we'll do that second set. Let's try it with our palms facing in the first set. So legs on the floor, legs in the air, or maybe you want to be in a bridge. 3, 2, and go. Down and up. 1, 2. It's going to feel awkward if you've never done it. 3, 4. You can rotate. 5, like we do in an Arnold shoulder press. 6, but I want you to try it a couple times. 7, 8, 9. It's just a reverse grip. And 10. Good. All right, now we're going to come onto our hands and knees. This time, our 2 exercises are the right leg and then the left leg for this exercise. So, again, I'll give you options. If you don't want to be on your knees on the floor, you can do the same thing sitting up, standing up, all right? So, your right leg is going to come up. Get your legs wide enough that you don't have to sink into one leg to balance yourself. It's a hydrant, kick, and a hydrant down. So it's up, out, in, and down. If you have a band on, put it above your knees. You will not get as high probably if it's tight, and you won't get probably extended out as long. It's okay, whatever you want to work with. I'm working without the band this morning, all right? Hands under the shoulders, and if your bands are really loose, then it might not make a difference. It might not be making a difference anyway, okay? So starting with your right leg, hydrant to a side kick, flex the foot, all right? It's not a pointed foot on this one. Make sure your back doesn't dip down an arch, all right? So pull your belly in, pull your pelvic muscles up. Left toes tucked under, right leg lifts in 3, 2, go. So it's up, out, in, 1. Up, out, in, 2. Up, out, in, 3. Up, out, in, 4. Up, out, in, 5. So make sure you're not collapsing all the way into that left side, 6. Up, out, in, 7. Up, out, in, 8. Up, out, in, 9. One more. Up, out, in, 10. And what I did not tell you, and you probably figured out, some of you, you can also do this in a side lying position rather than being on your knees. So you can stand it up, hold on to something if you need to, lay it down, or be on your knees. Double up your mat if you need to. Right toes are tucked under, left leg lifts in 3, 2, let's go. Up, out, in, 1. Up, out, in, 2. Make it a dedicated up, out, in, a hydrant, right? 4, 5, 6. You're getting your obliques in here too. 7, so I didn't add an abdominal series on. 9, one more. 10, and down. Go ahead and move into a child's pose. Come back to your backs for your chest press. If the funky chest press is too funky for you, then change it to your traditional. Yes? Can you see me well? The hand positioning is just facing you. So your hands come down and up in the same position. But if that's really uncomfortable for you, and it will be uncomfortable, so don't get me wrong, I mean, discomfort is okay, but if it really freaks you out for whatever reason, or it really hurts your shoulder, then you can rotate your arms back. So we don't turn the shoulder, it stays facing your face, up and down. That's all it is. It's a chest press with a reverse grip. All right? Helps in? Okay, thank you. Always, I love when you answer me questions, guys. Thank you. All right, so on your backs, palms up. This is live TV. This is what we do. All right, you choose how you want your legs. Maybe you want to stay in that bridge. Maybe after those hydrants you said, nah, I think I'll pass on that. All right, let's try it with a face, reverse grip. 3, 2, 1. It's 10, 9. So you may feel a little bit more tricep shoulders. 4, 5, 6. Again, keep those ribs down. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Back onto your knees or whatever format you are taking for this sideline hydrant or side hydrant and kick. All right, right leg is first, left toes are tucked under. Get your knees wide enough that you don't have to shift all your weight into that left side. Ready to go in 3, right leg 2, go. 1, out, in, down. 2, out. So get your knee and your hip and your ankle in the same line, in line with your hip. 5, 6, that's it. 7, withstand the discomfort. 8, 9, and that leg that's not moving, it's getting some work as well, yeah? All right, switch legs. Left leg up in 3, 2, go. Up, out, in, 1. Up, out, in, 2. Up, out. Nice strong kick out of your hip. 4, whoopah. 5, 6, 7, 8. You should feel this in your glutes and your waist. 2, one more. child's pose stretch. You got your third and final set of reverse grip chest press, or flip it around, or keep it in the traditional stance, whatever works for you. On your back, arms up. Choose what you're doing with your bottom body. Maybe it's just regular on the floor, maybe it's in the air, maybe it is a bridge. In 3, 2, 1. So if you can, palms face you. If you need to, you rotate it out and you rotate it back in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Last time for our hydrants. And I know you're saying, thank goodness. Okay. Knees wide, left toes tucked under. Don't slope your back. Pull the belly in, head in line with your tailbone. In 3, 2, go. 1, up and down. 2, 3. Really work on that outer hip. 4, 5, 6. I know you love these. 7, 8, 9. One more. Woo! And 10. All right. Last time, other side. Aw, I know you're sad about that. All right. Right toes tucked under. 3, 2, go. Up, out, in 1. Up, out, 2. Up, out, 3. Up, out, 4. Up, out, 5. 5, 4, 3. Last 2. 2, 1 more. It's in child's pose. Ooh, yeah. All right. Home stretch. This is the last of our sets. Okay? So we're going to be doing a chest fly. So we just did a press. We're going to do a fly. Legs are going to be up in the air. Option, bend the knees. Option, one leg at a time. So the arms are going to come out, the legs are going to come out and come back in. Now, the trick to that one is not arching your back. So the knees bent will help with that as well. And then you can come down, touch. Or you can do one leg at a time if that's too confusing. So if you can do 2 legs, mine are always slightly bent because my back arches really quickly. I'm going to go not all the way down. I'm going to go to the point where my back might be arching too much off the floor. All right, so listen to your body. Know where it has to go. That's the whole thing about fitness, is not what I tell you to do, but how you receive it and how you process it for yourself, just like yoga, okay? We'll start with this and then I'll go on to the next exercise that we're going to do. All right? Here we go. Chest fly, traditional arms, right? Neutral shoulder, palms face each other. In 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2. Really work at getting your belly to your spine. 3, 4, 5. You will rarely see my legs go down to the floor straight. 7. Rarely, probably never. I think I lost count. 8. 9. If I'm on the wrong count, I'll watch you to see what you're doing. Couple more. And 10 is our finish. I don't know, I think I jumped from 4 to 7 really quickly. All right. So your next exercise is on your stomach. If you're using a stability ball, you can just lean yourself on top of the stability ball. This is where those light weights come in if you want them. So we're going to be in our Superman position, arms out in front of you. We're going to lift arms and legs and squeeze the arms back together and then release. All right? So a couple of things. You don't have to do those arms, so I don't know if Randy's still there. Maybe just do a cobra for some of you who don't want to do that. If you want to try it with a weight, I wouldn't go more than 2 pounds, 3 pounds max. All right, I don't want you trapping up. I want your shoulders back and down. So Randy, just do a cobra, right, rather than this. Or just do Shalabhasana. Okay, locust pose. Arms out in front of you. Legs are kind of wide, about the width of your mat. Head down, chest down. 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, squeeze your shoulders together. 8, 7, you don't need to use weights. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Leave those weights down if you're using them. Go ahead and push back to a child's pose. We're going to come on to, we'll do the first one in a plank and then we might move to a forearm plank. But some of you may take it into a forearm plank right away. All you're going to do, all we're doing, is a plank to a side plank, plank to a side plank, right? If you're on your forearms, it's the same thing, all right? Forearm, 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 forearm. Only 10 of them, so side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, okay? So let's get going. Shoulders on top of wrists, knees up or arms down or knees down in 3, 2, turn to one side or the other. 1, back through center. 2, try to get your hips stacked. 3, even if your legs are staggered. 4, 5, try not to slip. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. 10, down dog, just stretch. Good, knees to the mat, on your back, second set. See how our time is? Yeah, we're good, we're good. All right, chest flies with leg lifts or leg drops. Both legs together, one leg alternating, knees bent, knees straight is your choice in 3, 2, 1. 1. You don't have to use your legs at all. They can stay on the floor. 3, or bend. 4, or in a bridge. 5, 6. Let your back tell you when it's time to bring those legs back up. 7, or not to go any lower. 8, 9, and 10. Woo! All right, on your belly. Some variation of a back extension exercise, a cobra, just lifting. Superman, or Superman with rows, with or without waist. There's so much you can do here. You can just stay in Sphinx pose as well. All right, arms out. If you're going with me, 3, 2, arms and legs together. 10, 9, 8, entire back body. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. If you'd like to try the second set of planks on your forearms, I'll go with you on that one today. So shoulders on top of elbows, knees lifted. Try it on your forearms in 3, 2, we go. 1, 2. Again, stacking your hips on each other. 4, 5. So get yourself all the way open. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Push back, child's pose. Last set of the morning. And look, we made it, the sun come out. Isn't that great? Okay. Woo. On your back. Last set, best set. Arms and legs up, knees can be bent, knees can be straight, legs can go individually. In 3,
2, flies. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, maybe you're just doing the arms today. 5, 4, you can always build up to these things, right? 3, 2 more. And 1. Good. You don't need heavy weights anymore, so you can move them off to the side. Superman, with or without, or maybe it's just a cobra. You got it now. You know where we're at. Final set. In 3, 2, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Sit back on your heels. Woo. All right. Last one. Good, because I think the music sounds like it's got over. All right, plank. Any which way you want. I'd say yogi shorts, but we're not in yoga today. All right, plank pose. 3, 2, go. 1. Switch. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Head back to down dog. Biceps by your ears. You did it, guys. You did it. Monday morning, February 1st. Am I on your toes? Bend the right knee. I believe it's 2021. So it's a palindrome today. 2121 or 0201 2120, something like that. Switch legs. Yeah, it's been a palindrome for a couple of weeks, really. And then come on back, chest and thighs. Slide yourself into an up dog. Let your knees come to the floor. Lift your chest, top of your foot down. Just a big stretch for the front body. Did a lot on the front body. You did a lot on the back body too. Sit back on your heels. Stretch all the way back into child's pose. Reach your arms forward, reach your hips back. Walk your arms to the right side, left hand longer than right. On to the other side. Pushing. Come back to your hands and knees, please. Tabletop. Cat and cow. Tuck your toes, arch your back. Round your back, tuck your tailbone underneath here. Stretch the upper back. Open up from the shoulder to shoulder. Arch your back, tuck your toes if you like. Pardon your collarbones. Exhale, round and curl. Pull the belly in. Stretch the arms apart from each other. And then one more time. Arch your back. Exhale, round and curl. Pull the shoulders apart. Come back to neutral position. I'm just going to turn this way a little bit. Step your right foot forward. Bring your hands on top of your thigh. Bring your knee on top of your ankle. Make sure you're not sitting on top of or directly on top of your left kneecap, your patella. Stretch your arms overhead. Inhale. Good. Just open up for a twist. Left arm's going to come down, right arm's going to come up. Pull your hips forward. If you like, take that right arm behind you and just kind of find it. It's a little bit more into that rotation. And then bring the arms up overhead. Inhale. Straighten your front leg and exhale, fold over. Maybe the toes are up or down. Head to shins. Rebend the front knee. Good. Stretch the arms, both of them, all the way up. Exhale, release your hands. Right leg back, left leg forward. Just a quick reminder, tomorrow morning, one of our participants, Samantha, is going to be taking her OBGYN boards, and we are going to try to be there to
support her with an 8:30 yoga sculpt class. Arms open up and then twist. And yoga sculpt is 2 to 3 pounds. Oh, I didn't do that. Maybe just take a twist. Arm up. 2 to 3 pound weights. Balls and bands if you'd like. Arms up. Good. Press, press, press. Straighten the front leg. Fold. And we move. It's yoga, Pilates, bar. It's a combination of everything. We'll move seamlessly so you won't, and finish. Rebend the knee, bring your arms all the way up again. Hands to the floor. Step your right leg to your left leg. Standing forward, bend arms behind your back, and release your fingers, and take those arms away from your back, off your back, over your head if you can, if you want, or just wherever they go. One more breath. Chin to chest, roll up through your spine, take your time. Roll those shoulders back and around. And everybody, big breath in, arms all the way up. Bring your hands across your chest, one arm over the other, and just reach your shoulder blades. Pull your arms apart. And then switch the cross of your arms. And then open up, reach out, stretch, bring the arms all the way up. Give yourselves a great big hand, guys. Happy February. Stay home, stay fit, stay healthy.